It's being given for a reason. When information comes to us, it's because it's needed. And this had actually come up pretty recently, where if somebody wants a reading, say, on finances, and you're getting pulled in a relationship issue, what does that tell? The message is there's something going on in the relationship or a past relationship that is occupying your mind, your thoughts, your time, and affecting the other things around you. And it's not that it has nothing to do with the finance question or the job question. It's opening up, this is what the heart of the problem is. Yeah. That needs to be dealt with and handled, because it's having a domino effect on everything else.
Yeah.
And that happens, quite often. If, especially if people are, when am I going to find a job? I'm having a problem, whatever. Something else comes up as the trigger point that is just messing up everything else, and it's not even realized. Oh, yeah, it is. What's given to us is for a reason.
Yeah, and you never, you can question the who, what, where, when, how, but don't question the message.
Right.
You can change it. That's within your power. You can always.
What did you start with ability-wise then? Getting visions, touching people? What?
It was kind of a mix of things, to be honest. Sometimes I could smell people. I guess that's called it's clairessence.
Right.
Sometimes I can taste things. That's clairgustance.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I get a vision. That's just, I don't know the name for that one. I'll be honest. Sometimes I see flashes. Sometimes, I just get a feeling. Sometimes
right.
I know. Sometimes I just know. It's really not one thing. It's kind of a bunch of things. I used to sit there and being 8 years old, and I'd know when the fire alarm's going to go off, and I'd freak people out because I'd say, hey, the fire alarm's going to go off. And what? Like a minute later.
Did anybody in your family do this, where you were able to understand what it was that was happening instead of just being a scared, freaked out little child?
I was a foster care child.
Okay.
One foster home to another, so I never really knew them. I met them, some of them recently, but I don't really know them that well.
Right.
I mean, I know them, but, I don't know if they ever dabbled in this sort of stuff or not.
So you just had to realize on your own what all this stuff was that was happening.
Yep. I never really was afraid of it, though.
You weren't?
No. It was a natural thing. It wasn't a scary thing. It's just like, I don't know. Turn the light off, going to bed. Maybe you're nervous about it in the beginning, but after you do it for a while, you kind of get used to it.
Right.
It becomes natural, and I never really worried a whole lot about it. Now, when I was 15 or 16, when I saw that with my friend, then I worried about it. Then it scared me because I saw something really, really bad, and I couldn't stop it.
Right.
Then I ran.
That would upset a person any age.
Yeah. Then I ran.
I want to give out the phone number again for the listeners to call person. That's www.liveperson.com/ozarkseer, OZARKSEER. And for me, it's liveperson.com/tarot-by-Misha. You were pronounced dead on the scene. You do have recollection of what you were experiencing.
Yes. I remember what happened.
Would you like to share that with us?
Sure. After my car accident, I was brought to this room. It was like foggy. It looked like fog everywhere, white fog. There was like a brass handle where the door has been kind of open for you. I think that was more of a symbolic thing. And to your right was a tunnel, and it looked like a bunch of swirling opals, all different colors and reflecting the light. You know, I wasn't meant to go down the tunnel. I was meant to stay in this room, this waiting room, this foggy, white, just nothingness. And I am was the most impatient person. I'm telling you, impatient. But I was content to wait in this room. I was waiting for somebody to come down the tunnel and talk to me. Who?
Were you alone?
Yeah.
You were the only one in this room?
Yes.
Okay.
Who? I don't know. What they said, I don't know. But I've seen the tunnel twice. That was once, and I've seen it one time since, right before I discovered I was pregnant with my child. And the message was important. It was life-changing. It gave me, the strength I needed to realize that I needed to turn my life around. But I couldn't tell you who or what it was, I just remember the room and the tunnel and waiting on someone to come give me a message. And
so you don't even know if you actually saw whoever it was or if it was just a voice?
I don't know. I just remember the room and waiting. And obviously I got the message because, I was sadder than all get out when the ambulance revived me. The ambulance workers crammed me in a helicopter to life flight me. I was madder than all get out. I wanted to go back to that room. And I don't remember the message, but it could be because, us as earthly beings are not supposed to remember.
Right.
I was given enough to change my life the way that it needed to be changed, and then I was supposed to move on and deal with it.
Mm-hmm. But you didn't lose the impatience of waiting to be told to leave the hospital.